Hey there. Good afternoon. Welcome to Ridge Haven Life. My name is Ian, and in this video I'd like to share with you a project to install wattles on a hillside that I had cleared of the forest to create a fire break around the house. With the rainy season approaching, this is a much needed project. So with the rainy season fast approaching in the next month or so, I'm looking to mitigate the risk of erosion on this hillside that's above the house. And this whole hillside was cleared of trees earlier this year to create a fire break. And now this area is going to go through its first rainy season as really kind of exposed land without any sort of tree cover. And so as the rain comes down, there's a risk that it'll begin accumulating in places and start pooling and start eroding the topsoil, and that is something that I'd like to mitigate. And so to do that, we're going to start laying wattles kind of horizontally across the hillside. And the idea is that the wattles will slow down the water as it will flow down the hillside. And really that's all you need is to slow the water down and make sure that it doesn't move quickly, because quickly moving water is how you get erosion. All right, so this project's about to begin. Wes and Casey are in town right now looking for some wattles, and let's see how this goes, because there's a whole lot of hillside that needs to be taken care of. Okay, so phase one of the wattle installation is complete. We got these 9 laid out yesterday, and you can see that they're just held up by wooden stakes that are pounded into the soil there. And yeah, these two sections, that's the steepest, most barren part of this area, so kind of the most urgent spot to be done. And we learned quite a bit in making this happen. Definitely need more than one set of eyes and figuring out the placement and whatnot. But feeling pretty good, and we'll keep going. And timing is looking to be pretty good as rain has now showed up in the forecast for next week. So these are some wattles before they've been rolled out. And you can kind of see that they are essentially burlap sacks wrapped around straw. And over time they will decompose, but in the meantime they'll hold up the hillside. So these are 25-foot rolls, each of them, and we'll roll them out just below where I'm standing here, where there's a lot of blackberry growing. And then the next phase we'll start tackling down the hillside a bit. All right, so progress report. Got 6 more wattles added to this stretch of the hillside, so now there's 12 in total, and they're closer together up at the top near the driveway where the hillside's the steepest. But then the hillside starts leveling out as you go towards the bottom here, and you can kind of tell that down here the slope is not steep at all, so I'm not too worried about needing to add protection. So yeah, feeling pretty good now about this stretch. This was where I was most concerned about runoff and erosion. So what's next? There's a barren spot right up there, and that's some 4 more wattles that are sitting on a pallet. So those will be rolled out just below where they're on the pallet there. And that black dot right there, that's the culvert. So the creek will come down from the culvert and basically to the right of where these wattles are laid out. And then the wattles that I'll roll out up there, that'll be on the right-hand side of the creek, so the creek will be able to flow freely through the wattles. And so after that, we'll add in, there's two more wattles that have yet to be rolled out. Those will be situated somewhere in this area. And then there's the three up there that'll go over the blackberries that we were looking at earlier. Okay, so made some good progress yesterday, and I think pretty much finished up this first phase of the wattle installation, or at least a phase to see how it plays out once the rains begin, and then see what we need to do to course correct. So we laid these three wattles here, going across the blackberry, laid these two more between these stumps, and also these four up here that are just to the right of the culvert. So yeah, feeling pretty good about how this turned out. And we shall see once the rains begin. The weather forecast has since changed, and the rain forecast has since disappeared from the forecast for next week. So we'll wait a little bit longer to see how this plays out in the rain. But yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up for this video of the wattle installation on the hillside behind me. Feeling pretty good about how it looks, at least for a first pass, and never having done this before. So we'll see how things play out once the rains begin. All right, well, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content in the future, and feel free to comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy and take care.